If you're watching a video like this, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you're a young person like I am. Maybe you're just starting high school or you're just finishing high school like I did, and you are on a different path than everyone else. Your life has given you experiences and you have been raised in a way that you're very different from a lot of other people around you. You are probably very ambitious. You might be very introverted, maybe you're extroverted, but you have goals in life and you have things that you want to accomplish. And I'm glad that you're watching a video like this because I have goals, dreams, and aspirations that I want to accomplish as well. And a lot of people our age are giving up these things to go down a path that they might not be 100% in love with, and they're not living in a way that's fulfilling to them. So this video is for those people who are ambitious and want to accomplish extraordinary things in life. And now, if you're on this path, then you have to be willing to learn new things and develop habits that are going to give you a benefit in life. They're going to return on your investment and they're going to benefit your future self. So here are 3 habits that every young person should be doing in their life. And the first one is the first thing that you should do every day when you wake up. It's make your bed. Now, I started doing this when I was a kid, and then I stopped doing it because my parents stopped enforcing the rule on me. And when I was a teenager, 13, 14, I started picking this habit up again because I learned that in the Navy SEALs, the first thing they do is make their bed because that's the first thing that they can accomplish in the day. Throughout your day, there's going to be stuff that you don't want to do, and there's going to be stuff that's hard. You have to develop a mindset that is taking everything you do in your day as one step at a time. The first thing you can accomplish and the first thing you can do to set your day as off in a positive on a positive track is to make your bed. Once you've made your bed, you have done one thing in the day. Then the next thing comes easier, and it's all about momentum. Once you get the ball rolling and once you start getting down the hill, it's like a snowball. Once it starts rolling, it keeps going and it makes it easier. It's the same with doing the good habits and the things that seem hard, but once you start doing them, they become easier to do. And yes, you're still going to have resistance to do them, but you become accustomed to doing these hard things. And when you first wake up in the morning, your mind's not going to want to make your bed. It's going to have hesitation, and it's going to give you excuses for why not to do it. And you might not be perfect. No one's perfect. You're probably going to miss a few days here and there, but you should always start your day off with something positive that's going to compound in the rest of your day. So make sure. Tip number 2 is do martial arts and learn self-defense. I've been doing martial arts for most of my life, and there are certain skills that you learn from these martial arts that you don't learn anywhere else. Yes, there are other aspects you can learn these skills from, like discipline and motivation and how to balance your life and learning all these different life skills. But I've found that practicing a martial art isn't the same as learning a sport. It's not the same as learning to play an instrument or do something else, because it's not just the activity you're doing, it's the mindset and the lifestyle that comes with it. Picking up a practice that is not just for an hour a day. It's how you carry yourself throughout your life, and it's how you act on a regular basis. It's learning skills that compound to all other aspects of your life. The big thing that I've been taught is that the martial art is not once you've done practicing the martial art for the day and you've done your workout, it doesn't stop there. You have to carry your mentality and the way you act throughout the rest of your day, because it's not just learning one skill, it's learning a multitude of skills that makes you a better person. Now, the benefit of learning self-defense is that you never know when you might need it. You should be able to defend yourself in a situation and learn how to diffuse a situation as well. You need to develop skills that isn't just punching and kicking. It's not just the ability to throw someone on the ground and beat them up. It's the ability to use the tools that you have to diffuse a situation and make sure that you are safe. It's being able to use your voice and calm someone down when they're angry and de-escalate a situation. Best case scenario, you will never have to use the skills that you've learned, because you've been able to avoid these situations. That's the best case scenario. But if something does go sideways and you do find yourself in a sticky situation, it's much better to be able to defend yourself because you put the time in and you've learned it, than to not be able to. And the other reason I think you should do this stuff is because it's fun. The best part of my day is when I'm practicing these martial arts and doing drills where I'm in the present moment. I'm doing something that's requiring me to focus. If you're doing a physical exercise with another person and you're doing a drill and you're learning a different move or you're learning how to defend a certain attack, you have to be focused. You have to be working with someone else, and you have to make sure you're not hurting them. You have to make sure you're doing the drill right, and it gets you in a flow state that nothing else really does. If you ever start to actually experience the flow state, you're gonna find that there's different activities that put you in a different state of flow. Once you have to do something physical with another person and you have to focus on it, all the other thoughts from your mind just leave and you're 100% in that moment. Now, the third thing I think all young people should be doing is practicing gratitude. There are so many things in our lives that we can be grateful for. I'm grateful that you're watching this video. I'm grateful for the nature that I'm out here. I'm grateful for these bugs that are flying around and keep biting me. But it's something that we often forget to do because we as humans get so caught up in the negative things and we get so focused on what we don't have. And especially if you're ambitious, you might be really focused on things you want to get and things that are in your future path, and that's great. It's great to have a sense of drive and be working towards something that is going to better your life and get yourself to a higher position that you're at right now. But you also have to remember to be grateful for everything that you have right now, because if certain people didn't do things for you and certain opportunities didn't go your way and you didn't live in the country that you live, your life would look a lot different. And the key word for this section is practicing. Like any other skill, gratitude takes time to work on. I highly suggest you keep a gratitude journal and just write down 3 things every day that you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be as grateful for the fact that you have clean water to drink, or you have a bed to sleep in, or that you woke up in the morning. It's just these little things that once you recognize them and you find that you're grateful for them, it makes you feel so much better about your situation in life, and it makes you just feel so much happier. The other thing with gratitude is expressing it to other people. There are so many people in our lives who have done things for us that they didn't need to do. There's people who have taught us things. There's people that have shared their knowledge with us, and there's people who are helping us improve our lives and helping us move forward and become better people. And if these people didn't help us, or they didn't share their knowledge with us, or they didn't take care of us when we were down in the dumps and they weren't there for us, our life wouldn't look the same as it is. So whether it's your friends, your parents, your teachers, your coaches, all these people have done great things for you in your life, and I highly suggest that you express gratitude to them. Every once in a while, let them know how thankful you are for them. Maybe write them a gratitude letter. If it's the end of your season, give your coach a gift and a gratitude letter. And just learn to be thankful and learn to be humble. It's not about all the stuff that you get, and it's not all about you. The people in your lives are what makes it worth living. And these people who teach you things and these people who take their time to share these things with you are the reason that you're here today. Habits compound. Once you learn these things, you're gonna start to develop new ideas and you're gonna learn new things, and these habits will change your life. These are just 3 small things that you can do every day that doesn't take a lot of time out of your day. And once you start implementing these things, you're gonna learn other things, and there's so much out there to learn. So don't get overwhelmed with it. But it's a lot simpler to live a good life than the internet and the media has made it seem. We think we need all these things like the car and the house and a whole bunch of money to be happy, but truth is, there's simple things that you can do for free, and there's simple things that you can implement into your daily lives to just make it so much better and impact your overall well-being so much. And it doesn't take a lot. It maybe takes 2 minutes in the morning to make your bed, and it takes 2 minutes at night to write down a few things that you're grateful for. And doing these things will change your life. Trust me.